crazy if you go. But that look won't last long. Cause about 5 minutes going on. And going strong. Been it for a long time. I've been for a good time. Had a really rough day. Trying to have a good night. Trying to see something. Show me what it look like. Show me what it look like. Let's go. Where you at, I'm pulling up. Just let me know. And it's guaranteed we putting on the show. Give me flash. Let's go. Let's go. No, I ain't got no time for negativity. I'm just trying to respect everyone's energy. They be on my neck, the devil be tipping me. They be at my head, they trying to get rid of me. You gotta be kidding me. Look at my passion. Let's get my action. The cameras be flashing. But God is my witness. He said I'm addicted. Don't get it freeze. And he said let's get it. Let's go. Where you at, I'm pulling up. Just let me know. And it's guaranteed we putting on the show. Cameras flash. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh my God, my boy B-Daz coming through with that heat and it's positive. Let's go.
Yo, what's up? We're in the building. Run them likes up. We are here. We got an extra special episode. Man, it has been a insane couple of days. I had to start it off. I know we're all hurting, but you know I got to keep the vibes heal. That's high. That's how we heal and move through this. Right now, I'm about to drop what up, Don? I'm about to drop what up, Rosebud. What up, Chris? What up, Derek? We see y'all in the building. Turn up, run them likes up. Hashtag 3Z fam in the building. Let's go. What do I say at the you know what E Freezy would say, right? You know what he'd say? Let's go, baby. I have an amazing episode. What up, Grams in this bit? What up, man? What up? So much love, so much light. Let me get a Freezy beat playing underneath me real quick. Oh shit. Wait. Oh. I'm about to drop the link to GoFundMe. Send money. Nah, but yeah, y'all, donate, please. As an artist, as a creative, it doesn't usually come. The money that we make does not usually come with insurance packages. So it's really important that we invest in ourselves and our legacy, and make sure that when these situations happens, we have money to take care of everything. Thankfully, he's got an incredible community, and we gotta figure out like how to make it so artists are able to get insurance, like things to cover these kind of occurrences in life. But y'all have been over amazing. Y'all showed out last night. Y'all showed out the GoFundMe. I'm about to pin it as well. Please do everything you can. Don, in your inbox, you have the YouTube link. And you can share it, and you can share out the episode. We've got a crazy guest. And it will be pinned the whole time. We have a crazy guest for y'all today. As a kid growing up, I would hear tales about this man and all the incredible things that he has done. What up, y'all? Run them likes up. Unionized artistry. Don't delete that comment. Keep that up. I see you, Cecilia, Dawn, all y'all in the building. Drop a comment, Brenda. I see all y'all showing out. Our guest today, this is gonna be the craziest. If y'all haven't heard this story, y'all are about to be absolutely mind blown today with this story that we have for y'all folks today. This man, the man, the myth, the legend. As a kid, I would hear stories of the man who made $1 million shot at a Bulls game. He made a full court shot at a Bulls game in 1993. We're going to delve into this story. The family man, representing from my hometown. I always love my hometown and capturing the story and the art of my hometown. None other than Don Calhoun. Yo, what's up, Don? What's up, Don? How are you feeling this evening? How are you doing?
I'm good, Brandon. How are you, man?
How'd you feel about that, man? The vibes are high. You don't even do a lot of interviews, so I'm excited to have you. Yo, this is like a tall tale. So, like, I'm literally in the flesh meeting a legend. We like to start it off with a little bit of fun to break the ice a little bit, right? And I want to pick your brain a little bit. And y'all watching, please play along, join in the fun. I know we're all going through a lot. This is to take our minds. We got Curtis from New Zealand is in the building. Run it up, run them likes up. We got GA Bars. Thank you for the Freezy fams. Yes. Don't forget the GoFundMe is up. But yeah, so we like to play a game called This or That. And we give two options, but yeah, let's take our minds off what's going on for a little bit for the Freezy fam there. Vibe out, chill. Obviously, we're still going to be collecting donations. The link is pinned in the comment section at the top of it to make your donations to the GoFundMe. An incredible family, an incredible human being who spread more light and every day said, do something positive, and was in the video that played at the beginning. But we like to start it light. Yo, Don, what is your favorite? What basketball movie between the two, Sunset Strip or Above the Rim?
I've got to go with Above the Rim. It's from
Uh,
my era. It's from my era, bro. So I was.
Tupac was in the Sunset movie too, though.
Wait a minute, Sunset.
I'm trying.
I'll be honest. I don't think I've seen Sunset, but when you said
Okay.
Above the Rim, I got to go with Above the Rim.
It was a little bit more iconic than that. It's a little bit more iconic than that, but both are great and gritty basketball movies. Um,
There's actually another basketball movie that I like better. It's called He Got Game. He got game. Don't you spit that
Wait,
water.
no, I already had a question though. So between He Got Game and basketball, and Love and Basketball, you're picking He Got Game?
Can I tell you why though?
Why? Oh, you're in it.
No, dig. I met Spike Lee, right, in New York. Okay, it was at the National Sports Award. And I said to Spike Lee, hey, Spike, put me in one of your movies. And he went like this. He just kind of shrugged. You can tell he was thinking about it, right? True story. True story. So I never talked to Spike again, right? I got a photo we can add in the link later. But I never talked to Spike again. But then when he got game, there was a moment on the court where Denzel was standing with his son, right?
Mm-hmm.
Basketball court. I don't know if you remember this. I can't tell you where it was at in the movie. Then he goes, hey, son, look, the $1 million shot. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that? And he threw it from where I threw it from. But I think that was my nod from Spike Lee to say.
So you don't think you don't think you're ego tripping when you say that either? I mean, you made the $1 million shot. You made the $1 million shot.
Come on, bro. I'm not ego tripping.
Okay. That's crazy though. That's pretty
That is
wild.
crazy.
That's pretty crazy. What up, Amber? What's up? Michael Jackson or Prince? Yo, Freezy fam, talk back to me. Michael Jackson or Prince? How do y'all feel in the comment section? What up, Rosebud has been going crazy in here. Okay. Poetic justice. I'm talking poetic justice. What up, y'all? Yeah, Michael Jackson or Prince, Don?
That's a tough one. That is a tough one. Okay, so I've always liked Michael long before I understood Prince, but I don't know, man. I have to keep them right there. But if I had to pick one,
Mm-hmm.
woo, that's tough. That's tough. I mean,
Michael Jackson or
damn, that's
Prince?
tough. That
Comment
is tough.
section. Chat. Michael Jackson or Prince?
Yeah, somebody
Chat.
help me out here, man. That's
What
tough.
should he pick? Oh, Michael's. Ooh, okay. They've been answering. It's just coming through slow because of my computer. Prince, but I like old school Michael Jackson. Okay, Michael's music. She said, I'm separating the man from the music. Okay, Prince. Okay. Damn, this is crazy. Doesn't it show how times change?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Michael Jordan or LeBron?
Oh, come on, man. Man, I'm here to tell you right now, Michael Jordan is the GOAT.
No, hold on.
Indubitably.
You're only saying that because he made sure that you got your million.
Damn straight.
Wait, okay.
Right?
Okay.
Besides that, Michael plays defense. Defense wins ball games.
Okay. Okay, so can we can you tell us how Michael Jordan made sure you got your money? Because I've read it in places, but I've never heard it out of your own mouth. How did Michael Jordan make sure you got the $1 million?
Michael, of course, he was there when I made the shot.
Yes.
He just thought it was not cool. It was unfair. Everybody saw it. It's like, so how are you not going to pay this kid? You know, and besides, like the Bulls, they all had got together in practice and
Hmm.
tried to shot themselves, and none of them made it. Only a couple of them even hit the backboard or the rim.
So
So they were like,
Scotty was Scotty. Wait, how did Scotty Pippen hit the backboard?
I'm not sure what Scotty hit, but most of them didn't even hit the rim. Most of them didn't even come close.
Did Jordan hit the rim when he tried?
I'm not sure if he hit the rim or not, but Jordan, he didn't make it. So they
Look,
understood.
how can you not remember? Okay,
Well,
okay.
it's not that I don't remember. He never specified if he hit the basket or if he hit the rim. What he said, though, was that
Oh, you weren't at the practice,
I wasn't at the
right?
practice.
I'm
But
tripping.
he
Okay.
said that he said a lot of us guys have tried this shot, and none of us has even hit the rim or the backboard. He said that years ago.
But
Apparently, when he was vouching for me to get paid.
yeah. But so that's crazy that Jordan vouched for you, and that's a true thing. That's not a myth or anything like that. Damn. And we'll get more into why they didn't want you to. And we are going to show the $1 million shot that he made to y'all. Run up them likes if you're in the building. Shout out to y'all in the building. Freezy fam strong. Uh he would want us to move along. That's why we're here today. Even Don, it's a crazy time to even the video that you saw. It's so funny because I could see you and you were vibing out to the music video that played at the
Oh,
beginning.
bro, look, I always knew you had good music, right? I
Okay.
knew that. But yeah, the one that you played in the beginning, oh yeah. I don't hardly jam out, but yeah, that was that. I like the beat. I like your energy. That one was coming.
Yeah, well, the producer we lost is the white
Okay.
guy in the video. Let's go! Like all that energy, and did something positive. That's who we lost, man, and that's who we're collecting funds for. And also, how do we protect how do we protect our gyms in this world? Who radiate positivity, and it's so crazy seeing that, Don, because all day I've seen the kind of content that other people put out and the kind of life that people are putting out into this world compared to what he did. What up, Jack? And it blows my mind how how much of it is not positive.
I think you're right. I think you're right, man. Like it's like I mean, we can do a lot better, bro. You feel me?
We every morning he was so intentional about what he posted, what he said. Obviously, he crash out too now. But when you're a passionate person, and when you wear your heart on your sleeve, and when you give the shirt off your back, and that's why you're here, Don, because that's the kind of heart that you have. Your nephew is in the chat right now. um
Hey, what up, Jack?
Yeah, what up, Jack? We got Miguel in the building. Shout out Carla in the building. We're 20 deep right now. Run up them likes for Don Calhoun, please, please, please. So uh Kareem, oh wait, Dikembe or Dikembe Mutombo or Hakeem the Dream.
Woo!
Ooh,
So Akeem was obviously much, probably a much seasoned, better player than Dikembe. But I like Dikembe. I had a chance to hang out with Dikembe, so I got to rock with Dikembe Mutombo. Got
all of this politicking, Don.
to.
All of this politicking, Don.
Hey man,
Oh, yeah, yo, y'all, the Freezy fam got a heartbeat going in here, man. I gotta play. I gotta keep the beat flowing underneath us of him because they're in here steady rocking. Y'all who don't know about Freezy, the GoFundMe is in there. It is tagged. Ooh, they're getting a hashtag Don Calhoun going. Oh snap! They're showing out for Don today. Hey, that's the main thing about them and about him and everything. Just even the energy that they're radiating right now on you. They ain't even seen your Oh, hit a move to it. Ooh, hey, let's go, baby. Okay. So for Biggie or Tupac, and y'all in the chat, answer along, Biggie or Tupac.
man, I have to say it. Tupac. I have to say it, and only be. I have to be honest because who I vibe with back then. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Tupac. Yeah.
Biggie can rap though. We're
Biggie
not
can
gonna
rap
act.
too.
Okay,
I'm not mad at Biggie, but I just I like Tupac. That was what we always played.
Ooh. Ooh, Biggie's trying to. Yo, times have changed. People are
Yeah.
like, no, we're flipping the script.
Yeah.
Who's the other person that they don't like no more? Oh, Prince is better than Mike now because he played real instrument. Yo, they are showing out. Biggie's better than Tupac now. This is crazy. Yeah, bro, this or that is only the toughest questions. Those are the kind of tough questions we like to ask here. Um, I I think that is oh, one last this or that before we get into your story and before we show this $1 million shot for my guy. Who but this isn't quite a this or that. Who's winning the NBA finals?
Tough question. Tough.
We're in the
Tough.
playoffs right now.
Um, mm, mm. I tell you what, I'd like to see Minnesota win. I kind of like Anthony Edwards. He's exciting to watch a little bit.
Bro, he's exciting as a human being. It's the kind of passion that I want to see everybody have flowing through
Yeah,
their veins. Like, you've got to love something so much that you could be in the league like 3 years and have the confidence to beat Luca and LeBron on a team
mm-hmm. Come on,
together.
come on.
Crazy work. Yo, I know y'all been waiting for it. So before we get into the story of this shot, I'm gonna show y'all watching right now, right here. Run it up. Hashtag Don Calhoun. I know you love to see it. The madness, the beauty, the moments. So here we go. Let's show the $1 million shot, y'all. Yo, yo, look what I'm running it back for the people. Yeah. So, bro, now it's crazy. It's crazy because in that short span of time, there's so much thought going on to ruin a shot. You can't think in order to make it. What were you thinking? Just what was going on?
This motherfucker's going in, baby. This basket is going in. That's what I'm thinking.
Really? That's what
That's
you were.
what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I had the whole first half to think about it, and that's what I was thinking.
The whole. That's
Indubitably.
so. Bro, hold on, though. When I'm making a song, though, if I start my take too soon, shout out Brit in the building. Shout out K Dot in the building. Shout out Qski Merc saying y'all are showing out. Keep it going. And as you see, the GoFundMe is there. But when I'm recording in a take, right? If I have the music playing too, yep, you already know what up, Goods McFly in the motherfucking building. They're Bloomington showing out. Okay, y'all are putting some respect on Don's name. Share that out. Share that out. Let the city know that a legend is two legends are talking. Fuck it. And raising money for an incredible human being watching over everything going on today. So the GoFundMe is in the thing, but yeah, if I take too long and the beat plays too long and then I got to rap, my confidence is shot.
I get that.
I gotta have the perfect time. So a whole half
Mm-hmm.
to think
Mm-hmm.
about. Was that the perfect amount of time for you?
Bro, the shot was going in. All right? It was going in. Indubitably. It was going in. And then it did go in.
What do you mean, Don?
Well, I mean, all right, so check it out. Let me give you a quick overbrief, right? So I go to the YMCA just about every day. That's where I play
Mhm.
ball at. I got a crew down there, loyal crew. We go, and that's where we play. One of my crewmates, um, uh, Dave Deneen, gave me the tickets to the game, right? He gave me the free tickets, bro. I had to work that day, but 2 tickets. He said he couldn't make it because April 14th, that's tax season with his job. He was very busy. He gave the tickets to me and to a friend. So we went. So, okay, receiving free tickets. I hadn't even stepped foot into the stadium. They were already asking me to take the shot.
Really?
Okay, so and I'm like, my boy Lenny is like, hey man, Don, let's get some beer, man. Let's get some beer. I'm like, and this is my attitude. No, bro, this is Chicago Stadium.
Yeah.
Anything can happen here. You guys to be ready. So I declined all beers. Uh, there wasn't no accident, bro. Huh? You get the free tickets,
Yeah.
show up in Chicago, get asked to participate in this contest,
3 hours
wanting to
away
hoop
from
my whole
home.
life, wanting the ball, never really had the chance to ball. This is my opportunity, baby.
And you took it and made it. But okay, and so then they tried to stop from giving you the $1 million. how mad were you? what when did you find out? What did you find out that same night? What,
I
like,
found out almost immediately afterwards.
immediately? They were that quick to they didn't
They
want you
were
to walk
fast.
out the
Oh,
door
because
thinking that you were gonna make 1 million.
look,
They're smart.
they are, but they knew that I had played college basketball. I told them. I was like, well, they was like, well, in order to be in a contest, you have to have not played any organized ball in the past 5 years. I didn't. Well, no, I did. It was like 3 years ago. I told them that, and she said, she goes, well, that's okay. We're not even going to worry about that because they didn't think nobody was going to make the shot. I was number 18. There was 18 people before me, and I think maybe one hit the backboard. So and they're only doing it 20 times, and that's it. I
18.
came in at
Okay.
18, nailed it.
They're so bold and cocky. What up, Lee? We see y'all in the building. Y'all are showing out. Thank you for all your comments and positivity. I had to post this one up, and he still has that confidence. Uh, and that's 27 minutes into getting to know you. Um, and so you had played junior college. Where at?
Triton College, western suburbs of Chicago, as a walk on. Yeah. Yeah, as a walk on. You talking about 300 players out there. Bringing back, what, 7 from next year? There's maybe 4, maybe 6 or 7 spots.
So you've
Yeah.
lived a life with the odds stacked
Oh,
against you
man,
in general.
that's where I live at.
Um,
That's my address.
high school basketball. Did you play any?
I played high school basketball. I played a couple years. I didn't have the best career in high school, but it's okay. You know, I was young. There was a lot I needed to learn about the game per se, and I
Um,
was a late bloomer as well. I bloomed late.
were you always a shooter? What up, y'all? If you're new in here,
Nope.
run up the likes. We got Don in here. We got Don Calhoun in the building. We're also raising money for the Freezy family. Shout out to them. We got the beat playing, and Don loves a Freezy motherfucking beat. Shout out Kayla. I couldn't look Fate again. Me and it's funny. Yeah, he said, "Look, to be honest with you, I wouldn't be here without my pops. Without if it wasn't for Joe Beck, I wouldn't be on the phone with you right now." And so, God bless my pops. And it's funny because a lot of the time, be like, "You only got this because your relationship." Look, I'm damn good at what I do too, baby. So I gotta
Oh
back.
man,
I gotta back that. Look, it's in the blood. Why
it's in
can't
the
I?
blood.
It's in the blood, dang it.
Hey, if they're any if they over 30, 35, they should know that. They should
um,
know that.
yeah,
It's in your blood.
even deeper than that, E Freezy was trying to make beats for hundreds of days for my little brother. Is how I found E Freezy. And when I feel an energy like E Freezy's energy, and when he's trying to work with my family and he's dope, I brought him right here where you are and said, play your beats, and brought Joe Beck on my daddy onto the show to be like, yo, tell your son, grab a beat from this guy. So another full circle moment. Yeah. To go further into that, a lot of people, you fought for it. Eventually, you ended up getting it. Was that decided before the night was over as well?
No, it was decided before the night was over that I wasn't getting it.
What? How mad were you?
Man, I was disturbed and it wasn't even about the money. It was just like, what the just happened? Like, you guys just pulled me into this, and now it's like, oh, I'm not gonna get paid for it. And to be honest, like when I took the shot, I did not think anything about them paying me any money. When they were talking about money, oh, $1 million, what would you? Oh, yeah, right, yeah, right. I'll take the shot though. I'll definitely go out on that court.
Yeah, I played that. So anybody who hadn't seen knows what you're talking about and the filling in, because people are coming in who are catching mid conversation. Don Calhoun is telling the story of his life and life and he made the $1 million shot at a Bulls game and what happened. And I'd understand being disturbed. I would have had to be arrested.
Yeah, I get that. So they were like, then they brought up that I had played junior college basketball, and I'm like, okay, well, you knew that. And they were like, okay, well then we're gonna have to get back with you. And before the morning, by the morning time of that next following morning, I had already got all the messages in the news that I was going to be disqualified. So what I did was, I mean, I didn't really know how to talk to these people at the time. I'm 23, so I went to a person that I trust very much, which was Dodie Dunson.
Doty,
Yep.
holy
I,
macaroni.
I
Okay.
went the next day. I went right out to the center to see Dodie, and me and Dodie got on the phone with Coca-Cola, Chicago Bulls, and Let Us Entertain You restaurants. And Dodie, I just remember Dodie we called. He was like, I'm Don's friend. We want to know what's going on. Then they started trying to explain to Dodie. Dodie was just like, He got what he needed to get from him. He hung up, and he made some more calls. And it all worked out though. It all worked out within less than about a week.
This is how I act. Look, I'm gonna show you something. If you don't want to give me another motherfucking square, I will.
You gonna say something more?
You're not finna try to, nigga. What? You think I'm a motherfucking punk? Is that why you did that shit, nigga?
Chill, both of y'all.
Is that why you did that, nigga? And that's about his cigarette, okay? So I'm sending something up over $1 million. Venues try to play with me. Man, that is a roller coaster of
It is, and it was, and mostly because the media had got a hold of the shot.
okay.
So it's just doing what it does in the media, like all around the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a local guy from Bloomington. So watching how fast it was just looking around the world was just crazy. And
this was before social media. This was 1993.
1993. Yeah.
What up, Leanne? I see y'all in the building. Keep showing out, man. Yeah, Shout out to people in Florida watching. Where are y'all watching from in the chat? All over and from the hometown, everywhere. Some people know these names. Hashtag, yeah, where are y'all watching from? Just to let Don know how we represent. Uh, but yeah, so from there, so from there, it went viral.
Went viral before viral was even a word.
I mean, when you do something like that at peak Bulls, this was peak Bulls,
People speak.
like BJ Armstrong Bulls, like Michael Jordan.
Steve Kerr.
Damn, we got shout out Baltimore, Maryland, my family out there. I lived in Virginia, so we'd be out there. They're watching from Daytona Beach, South Carolina, Missouri. Quit playing. Okay, okay, okay. Um, and yeah, so how it went viral.
Mhm. Went viral. I think they said some 500,000 watching. Uh, 500,000 watching at this. No, that's not right. I don't know how many people you can get. You could have got inside the stadium, but it was something like 20 million on TV. So I mean, the numbers are out there. I just can't remember what they are, but it was a lot of people watching
Because
because it
who
was Michael
when you
Jordan. It was the Bulls, bro. Come
yeah,
on, it's right before the playoffs.
yeah. Oh, Arkansas. Shout out to you, Kayla. You're literally 4 days away from getting married. So that's beautiful. They like they my family over there. We be talking shit. They're so beautiful. They're wild, but they're beautiful. But so that many people saw it. How did it become a problem? And when did it become a problem to the public? Because clearly public pressure is, and how did Michael Jordan end up hearing that it was
I think within about I knew by the next morning because I had been on the phone with Diane Rago from Coca Cola and some of Let Us Entertain You restaurants people out of Chicago and representatives of the Bulls. So we knew that the insurance company was balking. They had found a loophole. They were going after it. But see, I got some information later about the insurance company. I had received a packet in the mail, and the insurance company had already had a cease and desist order put on them to do business in like so many states because that's what they did. They went around and did high price contests at like sporting events. It's an some retired baseball player was the owner of the company, and so so I have the whole packet. They pulled them.
I got a business plan we could start up after the show. No, I'm joking. But that's correct. Yeah, companies, a whole mess, and you had never even.
I had a conversation with them. They was out of Texas, and they basically told me right over the phone, "We're not going to pay you. You did not meet the qualifications." They were on it. They stayed on it. They stuck on it. It was the sponsors. It was Chicago Bulls. It was Michael Jordan. It was Scottie Pippen. It was all those guys that came together and said, "Hey, we have to make this right for this guy."
It made them look too bad. What up, y'all? Run up the likes. We're one away from 30. Let's get 30 on this joint. Let's get 30 likes on here. 30 hearts. We don't play with likes. We love over here. We don't like, we love. Uh, and so the pressure from them changed. How long did that? So it took how long for them to fix it? And what did they give it? What I guess tell us how did they give you the million?
Okay, so I didn't get the million all up front.
Of course, right.
So Mike and Michael Jordan and those guys worked it out to where they said, "Hey, let's give it to them in a annuity." So $50,000 a year for 20 years is how it was paid out to me.
50,000 for that's and they were fighting to pay that?
They were fighting to pay that, right?
That's pretty disgusting.
I think so.
Oh man.
Yeah, there's a lot to say about the insurance company and this particular. I
I
mean, just
mean,
because not because it was me,
insurance
I'd hate to see
companies
it.
in general are like that.
Yeah. I mean, I'd hate to see it happen to somebody else. I mean, that was really my angle on it. I mean, I was mad for myself, but just really kind of upset the way insurance companies do it. Because, like, I felt like because they knew I told them that I had played junior college basketball. I think I almost felt like that was kind of used a little bit too. Because even if I did make it up, well, we can pull the cord on him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
And
when
no,
I
he
did
doesn't
make it,
got a
and
voice.
I told him I played basketball. I told him you
I
can't. He ain't
think
no
if it,
denying that.
I almost think if that had happened at anybody, yo, and y'all ain't nobody watching. Put that extra like on there to get to 30 yet. Y'all making me sad on the day I'm already sad. I'm out here trying to admit positivity, and I can't get one more heart out you if you have it. Damn. Don't be shysty with Don. We need a million. We need $1 million
Middle
in this
ticket.
motherfucker. But no, to stay like yeah, they already knew a way. If it happened at any other game, I feel like it wouldn't have been the same if it wasn't a Bulls game.
Man, just drama, just dramatic. The whole deal was just like up, down. All
Because
the
I'm
while,
yeah,
I'm being
okay.
asked to do interviews, right? So I had to do interviews for like 3 straight days, knowing in the back of my mind that these people aren't going to pay me, but doing interviews in the present like they are going to pay me. You see what I'm saying? I can't just go back in and start because all my interviews, and I couldn't tell these people right then and there
I'm
because I couldn't talk right at that moment. But
to protect getting the money, you didn't want to make them really hate you or what?
it was more like legal. It was more like legal. I was told by my lawyer not to really go in and discuss exactly what's happening because that's how they do it. I don't. I can't be on national TV uh, spilling out evidence for my case. I mean, I guess I could, but back then before social media, it was more like
Because
keep
people
quiet.
will be pissed if like
Yeah, they'll get pissed. They will for sure, and then
and
they'll
they would
definitely
have
try
said
not to.
something. Well, even why it went viral is because it was at a Bulls game.
At a Bulls game.
Um uh from there it seems like it's funny because you're talking about the interviews and all that. You faced a lot of hardships and things, and it seems almost like your life was simpler before the shot with
I
some of
mean,
the, but you learned a lot. You get like
people are crazy for sure. They are crazy about people that they like, that they adore. Celebrities and stuff like that. I'm not a celebrity, but I kind of got a little bit of the celebrity status, a little bit maybe because of the shot. But yeah, man, like it's. I don't know how other people feel, but for me, like I think people that know me know I don't like attention. My close friends and people that know me knows like Don's like he's loud, but when
well
people
it
start
it
looking,
led
he likes
to
to
a
pull back.
Well, you ended up in addiction and all kinds of things after the shot. What led you to that point at after there? Because a lot of
Yeah,
people
let
would
me
think that that made you, or that was what, you know.
look, bro. So combined with me being 23 years old at the time, loving to go, going to the bars and stuff. Yeah, I had a problem with alcohol, and I fixed it. I fixed it. But that's really to say that how stressful dealing with becoming the $1 million man was. You know what I'm saying? Like I like attention, but it's got to be good. You know what I'm saying? Not self-serving attention. You can pass it along to someone else who deserves it. Um, I've always been like that. But as a young kid, with my family, we used to travel. We used to sing on the radio, sing different churches. My dad made records, so I was already used to kind of being in the spotlight a little bit. But yeah, the attention part of it can be pretty stressful for anyone.
I just feel like, especially with, you know, a popular person I knew taking their life, and the pressure of all that and the things that he went through. Uh, and I'm not trying to criticize you in what you went through. I'm trying to, you got wisdom from what you
Mhm.
went through that I think a lot of people watching, and to hear all of the getting everything in the world, or what you think is everything in the world, or what your idea of what can change your life for the better. I want people to know that happiness is within.
Definitely.
And so, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying
Everything
to,
else outside of that is superficial.
and so that's where me trying to, you're shining. One of the
Yeah.
first things that was said about you was, and he still has that confidence. So you've made it through the storm. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
just especially with what everybody is going through, like mental health above anything. We all have mental health, you know, and dealing with the pressure of all that. What would you say? And how did you get back to yourself?
Man, it was rough. It was a long circle to get back. And then as I went out, you lose people, you lose friends, you lose family members. By the time you come back, you by yourself, but you're a different person, but you understand who you are. And through your journeys, not only did people change you, but experiences change you as well. So for me, I don't know, man. It's just I think once I went full circle, I came back, and I was still pretty much I was feeling a lot the way I felt when I left, so which let me know that I did kind of work my way back to who I was,
To
which was
yourself, right?
yeah, like
Well,
you have to
how?
understand, like it's tough for me to deal with all the attention, bro. I don't like attention like that. You know what I'm saying? Like even if I'm at a restaurant, and I mean I'm not like Johnny Depp or somebody really
But
famous, but
people will bring
but the
it up
local
to
the
you.
local fame is probably even worse. You know what I mean? Because people are like, it's like,
Well, when you've lived a life, well, when you've lived a life like that, right? Because even, um, I guess, in what I'm trying to get at, and I think, even thinking about my homie, uh, Freeze, I think a lot of times when you look back on the things that you did when you weren't yourself,
yeah,
is some of the hardest parts of when you come back. How do you maneuver through that part of
man,
everything and come to terms with,
I
because
think
I think that's harder.
Yeah.
then mental health, the struggles, heartbreak, thinking you've got this, it being given to you like
Man, like
that.
time heals a lot of stuff, especially personal things, personal stuff, like the way that you personally deal with trauma. So I think it's been what, 32, 33 years since I hit the shot, which is unbelievable that we're even still here today talking about it.
I'm here to have people talk about it for another 30 years because it's something exciting and crazy and so many things aligned to make that happen. For y'all just getting in here, we I gotta show it a billion. I gotta show y'all a billion times this magical shot, and I don't mean just this shot, Don. I'm talking about your life in general and things that happen and what we work through and to just, you know, and even going viral and attention is a regular part of your life. And another situation uh, that was the polar opposite um, that went viral. And another large payout that had to happen. Denny's, a cop hurt a family member of yours to, not specify. How crazy was that? Uh like I watched it play out on social media. Um when it happened, a brawl at Denny's and the cops couldn't manage it and it went out of hand and you know uh it's and once again all these things that happen in your life, I feel like it's a sign of like justice. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, I know
holding
what you're
things
saying.
accountable and
Yeah,
and
like
in places where nothing happens. Um you're being shy, Don. Look, this let's we're talking about it and we're not giving names or anything, but like it was a close family member and those who like and like because it's attached to what's going on in the world
hmm hmm
outside right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
uh
Whatever I went through, my family, we went through it together.
yeah.
Because
Woo! Hey, y'all
well,
hear that, Freezy fam? Keep
because basically it was us. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, definitely had a bunch of lows, a bunch of highs. Um, I think ultimately we're
um
winning this. I think we're winning at this.
how yeah, no, okay, I'm so glad you said that. Don, I'm trying to give like the real. I know, like, and this is, yeah. Well, I'm not trying. We're not here to dance around nothing because you got a
Yeah.
beautiful and powerful story to tell, and I don't want nobody to miss that
Mhm.
about it. So, like, you beat the cops. Your family beat the cops in a situation. I've been I was actually, to be completely honest, I got beat up by the cops around that same time
Mm.
with not a single drug on me, a passenger in the back seat of a car.
Mhm.
Okay. Um, and so what uh and I lost. I became a felon. I didn't know how to defend myself,
Uh-huh.
and I had a public defender,
Mhm.
and I'm watching a brawl that needed to be stopped happen, and obviously the cops made mistakes. Most of the time that happens, they don't get held accountable.
I think you're right. They don't get held accountable.
And they didn't when it happened to me. And at the same time that I became a felon, I watched your family beat them.
Well,
And
with
I want to know, as a black man in a city, that doesn't happen, how we can do that, or who is in a city.
yeah, I don't know. Like for my case, you know, I may have set my daughter on the path to defend herself the way she did because I've always taught them not to take from anybody. I don't care who it is. You know what I'm saying? Even me included. And so they had the wrong one really when they tried Gabriella.
You think they didn't have the wrong
They
one when
had
they
the
had
wrong
me?
one. She
They,
went to court all set up. She had look, unlike I did, she went to social media,
okay.
got all her friends involved. They hated it, just like we were talking. You know, my lawyer said, don't talk much about the case. There's reasons they don't want you to talk about the case, not just your lawyer, but for the offensive team as well. So Gabriella was prepared. She had everything laid out. She had her story. She had all her friends. She's already an honor roll student. She had already left
I mean,
high school earlier. I left high school early and was
I
already in college or some before her high school class even graduated. So yes, yeah, like hey, a lot
so
of
it's
things
having
that I
people.
wasn't.
I'm not the one either. I shout from every mountaintop. I wish that I had gotten defended. I don't know. I don't know. People. I was around a bunch of cowards. Unfortunately, that's what it sounds like. Stay around people that aren't scared to defend you. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, well,
Family.
all her friends showed up. Uh, they showed up, showed out in court, and they were all her friends were legit, all in college, all well to do, good
Yeah.
citizens, good people. It wasn't like she was
I
around a
mean,
bunch of
no,
none of that.
that brawl was a hood rat brawl for sure going on at Denny's
hmm
for
hmm
sure.
But my kid had nothing to do with it.
Oh,
Nothing to do
so
with it.
so she got intertangled.
My kid had nothing to
Nothing
do
at
with the brawl
all.
at all.
Just was
No brawl. My
there.
kids no
What
brawl.
the fuck? Okay. See, that's why I ask for context, Don. That's
hmm
not,
hmm
you know what I'm. But these are powerful. Look, these are stories that shaped our city, Don.
hmm hmm
And those are the only stories I want to tell. And the only people I want to tell them are the people who were there.
hmm
Because you've talked about it. The people who come up to the stores, even in the situation we're in with Freezy, there's so much gossip, so much misinformation, so many people using things for the wrong reasons. It's really important to capture the truth. You know, it's so weird that they consider journalism, interviewing, or not even talking to the people a lot of times. They consider it talking about people.
Yeah.
Uh, and that's a huge thing that I aim to change, especially as a creative. Who's going to understand how creatives feel about being asked questions than a creative themselves? You know,
Mhm.
so but and I, like I said, because I asked, yeah, you have to keep your circle small. I mean, and keep yourself.
Absolutely.
I don't know, bro. It's crazy because in my situation, like I said, we didn't have anything. We were not drunk. There was a safe driver. Uh, the tire popped when we were driving, and the cop came. I thought to see if we were okay,
Mhm.
and it turned into trying to hang me from a tree. You know, so Uh, but um, you do a lot of different things. Yeah, he refused to testify against the police. People are so scared of police. You do a lot of different things. You said one thing that calms you down. Um, you love dogs. You have German shepherds, right? Am I correct?
That's right. I do the German Shepherds, man. And initially, my daughter had got a German Shepherd before she left college and came home. So when she brought her dog back, I got me. She had a male. I got a female, and then I began to take care of both of them. Then I had puppies. But my point is, yeah, I didn't realize at the time that the German Shepherds would be like my process to healing from like my own traumas. Was dealing with my dogs.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think that people talking about their I think the word trauma is overused, but I also think I think because we can't call everything bad that happens to us a trauma, and I think that younger folks or the upcoming generation is. But I think mental health is more important than ever. At the same time, and men being able to say what they feel and what they went through and not being ashamed. And I think especially uh like the black community, the hip hop community will rag you out, run you out so quick and drain you so quick.
Hey, pick up your phone for a second. Your phone.
I'm about to get a call from somebody.
Look up. Look on there. Read my message.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You ain't got to read it out loud.
Okay. Yeah, real quick, y'all. Real quick, y'all. Freezy fam, we're gonna spin a joint real quick for y'all.
Your love so deep like a river, like a river. I just don't know what to do. Shot down, smooth pull on the trigger. You remember, I don't need nothing but you. And I don't need it, I don't need it. I'm giving all this for you. And you're the reason, you're the reason. I'll give it all up for you. Don't need it, don't need it. Don't need it, don't need it. I wanna learn about you, wanna know about you. I'm doing all this for you. I wanna learn about you, I wanna know about you. I'm doing all this for you. Don't need it, don't need it. Don't need it. Your heart so cold like a blizzard, like a blizzard. I just don't know what to do. Your sense all that I remember. I surrender.
And we are back. That's the Reason by Tragedy, produced by E Freezy. Putting some love out into the air. What up, Twisty? If you're in the building. Also, don't forget to donate. But yeah, mental health has people gotta feel like they're able to talk, not feel like they're too big to talk. Whatever it is. I feel like so many times being wherever I'm at, a place where people see what I'm doing, they want to laugh at you so quick or use anything again. They'll be they'll be telling me about wearing Crocs like I don't got fresh Jordans at the
You got
crib.
Crocs, man.
Exact like and they've tried to nitpick, and we got to stop doing that to people. Why do we feel that we got to find a way to be better than one another? So so tough. We gotta support and back each other. And I don't even Lee, I love you, but I don't even know what that means. There's a lot of great I've seen police do great things, and I've seen, it wasn't quite about the police. It's about defending yourself against entities bigger than you. Um and that is the kind of life and that Don Calhoun has faced in everything that we've talked about today, whether it's being that far away from the hoop and watching 18 other people miss before, and when they thought making the shot was an absolute joke, and he took it serious and made it anyways. And then when they tried to play him out of paying him, they tried to play him twice, back to back, in the same night, and he beat those odds. And then when his family encountered an odds, people rising to the occasion to protect, defend, bring attention, and to get through it, and also to have gone through all these things and the things in between to being a family, um and coming out the other side and loving yourself still. That's what I want everybody everybody here to learn above anything, and what made him the ultimate guest, and why, regardless of anything the episode had to happen. He's kind of shy. He shared a lot of amazing stories and insight. Um, hopefully we can get him. Hopefully we can get him again. And
I'll tell you
even
what, I'll come back. I'll come back. Talk to you again. I got some things cooking up though, and the next time I come back, we'll talk about these things. Okay. Um,
absolutely.
yeah. So I have a documentary on the horizon. Coming out,
Ooh,
baby. Coming out. Like Netflix, Hulu, ESPN. One of these major networks. Uh, and that should be at the end of this year. In fact, I had signed a deal last spring with a company out of the UK, October Films. So we signed a deal with October Films to do the documentary. Uh, we couldn't work out the particulars.
mm,
So with that, me and I have on board with me, I have a writer and I have a producer. And we couldn't work out those particulars with October, so we let that deal lapse. I couldn't talk about it either, but I will be doing a video soon with the writer talking about what our next step is as far as this documentary goes. So I'll keep you posted on that too.
absolutely. Well, we have loved you here, Don. It's been an amazing episode. High energy, an incredible story, an incredible shot. Hey, look, if I only got one shot to do anything, who am I putting my money on to if I got one shot to win at
All you need.
anything, who
All
no,
you need.
but I was saying, who am I putting my money on to make that shot? Don Calhoun, baby. All right, man. It's been an incredible ride. Man, let's end it with something special. Yeah, show some love. I love y'all. Have a great rest of your night. Y'all can overcome anything. There ain't no such thing as a disability. They just put it in your head. We all have shortcomings and things to overcome.
Absolutely.
Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. If Don did, everything would have been different. We can't just say, okay.
We was way down, not knowing what to do. I don't lay it down, always keep it on the move. I know who I am, I got nothing left to prove. Everything I do, yeah, I do it for my crew. I'ma go savage, baby, I'ma keep it ruthless. Yeah, I got a reputation, know me as the truest. No, I ain't no gimmick rapper, boy, I really.
Yo, that sounds like a theme song for a guy like Don.
I like that.
No,
No.
and you seen the guy don't got arms or legs. Like, bro, he drives cars. He does everything in this world. Yo, that's the
For the
only
real heroes.
bro. And bro, you're that he's talking that talk, y'all. That's the only talk I want to. That's the only talk I want to hear out of anybody. We can do anything if that's how we approach everything we do.
We was way down, not knowing what to do. I don't lay it down, always keep it on the move. I know who I am, I got nothing left to prove. Everything I do, yeah, I do it for my crew. I'ma go savage, baby, I'ma keep it ruthless. Yeah, I got a reputation, know me as the truest. No, I ain't no gimmick rapper, boy, I really do this. Ask about nubbies, they gon' say I made a movement. 100 million views, rolling blunts on through the roof, bitch. When this album drops, I'ma take the family route. Doing shit I never used to do, I'm going stupid. Ballin' like a pro, and I throw you hit a hoop switch. Everything solid over here, my way is concrete. I ain't tryna think about the bullshit, don't remind me. Hoping that the shit up in my past don't surprise me. No more holding grudges, I'ma leave that shit behind me. If you looking for me at the store is where you'll find me. Cooking every day, they label sorry they ain't signed me. Story of my life, and I know that shit define me. But the story's always changing, gotta find a silver lining. We was way down, not knowing what to do. I don't lay it down, always keep it on the move. I know who I am, I got nothing left to prove. Everything I do, yeah, I do it for my crew. I'ma go savage, baby, I'ma keep it ruthless. Yeah, I got a reputation, know me as the truest. No, I ain't no gimmick rapper, boy, I really do this. Ask about nubbies, they gon' say I made a movement. I ain't got a cap, I put my life in all this music. I just told my stories, now they say I'm an influence. Ticking time bomb, about to pop, you hit a fuse. Ain't no bomb squad on this earth that could defuse me. No, I ain't get lucky, I'm a product of my hard work. I ain't check the balance for these groceries, hold my car work. This shit wasn't given, now I had to give my all first. I feel like I've sacrificed so much to make my heart hurt. Before I leave this earth, I'ma need a couple million. I'ma buy some property and leave it to my children. Knowing that my family doing well is such a feeling. Came a long way from always sinning, Lord forgive me. We was way down, not knowing what to do. I don't lay it down, always keep it on the move. I know who I am, I got nothing left to prove. Everything I do, yeah, I do it for my crew. I'ma go savage, baby, I'ma keep it ruthless. Yeah, I got a reputation, know me as the truest. No, I ain't no gimmick rapper, boy, I really do this. Ask about nubbies, they gon' say I made a movement.
All right, y'all. Good